Inside the Magic, covering Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Universal Studios, and more. This video is sponsored by our friends at WDW Magazine. My name is Sean Spazzato with Inside the Magic, coming to you from Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom for this week's Inside Walt Disney World. Today is Thursday, September 20th, 2018, and I am here giving you guys a look at Main Street, USA, where I'm about to start my journey around the park. Now, for those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. This is Inside the Magic. Here we cover everything theme park related. Whether it's Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Universal Studios Florida, or Hollywood, or even other theme parks around the world, we cover them. If this is something that might interest you, please be sure to subscribe, and also don't forget to enable your notifications so you don't miss out on any of the fun we share with you guys. But anyway, back to today's video. I'm going to start off here in Magic Kingdom, and then make my way over to Epcot, and then to Disney Springs. Well, please sit back and relax and enjoy this look around Walt Disney World this week. For my first stop of the day, now, I guess I probably should kind of frame this for people who might be new to this, the channel and also this series, but this is actually a stop I had made a few weeks ago, and I'm actually at the entrance to Adventureland here in Magic Kingdom to give you guys a look at, again now, let me stress, what is believed to be the coming Club 33 here at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom. And I had actually kind of talked about this a few times ago when I was here, kind of giving you guys a look at the construction over in this area, because the last time I was here, all of the facades on this building were actually covered up and you could not see anything. And today, as you can tell, you can see literally everything going on in this area for the most part. The bridge over here in Adventureland has also been expanded, and all of the tarps have been taken down, and you can now see what is the outside and exterior of this building, which is so exciting. And for those people who are not familiar with Club 33, essentially it's this private club located within the Disney parks. There's a Club 33 in Disneyland, where this is actually where it first began, and then there are also locations in Tokyo Disneyland and Shanghai Disneyland as well. And it was kind of first announced that this exclusive club would be coming to Walt Disney World last year as part of this announcement that was actually said to give all of the Walt Disney World parks an individual location. So Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom each would be receiving their own. And a lot of people believe this is the Magic Kingdom location, but of course, there really isn't, I guess, that final say from Disney just yet, but a lot of people really believe this is probably going to be that location. But anyway, just some history of this club and kind of its origin. Club 33 goes all the way back to Walt Disney, like in the 1960s, and he had this desire to have this elite VIP lounge, and during the construction of New Orleans Square in Disneyland, he made sure to have special plans for this club, specifically the first location ever for Club 33. And now, when I say the word elite, I mean it also in the sense that this was a club that was just quite expensive to be a part of. So this is just all the numbers I'm about to give you. I don't know that for sure that they are actually the specific figures, but an individual fee to join this club can cost you roughly $25,000, maybe even $35,000. I've heard different figures. And that doesn't include annual dues, which are said to be about $10,000 to $15,000 a year. So as you can tell from these figures, this is an expensive club to be a part of. And this is essentially what Walt Disney wanted during the creation of Club 33. Not necessarily an expensive club to charge people to attend, but just an area that would be only accessed by a smaller group of people, and that was essentially his idea when putting together this club. Now, of course, I don't know what the original admission rates for the original Club 33 was, but I would assume it was probably something that was geared towards a more higher and smaller group of people, and that's essentially what this area was always intended to be. And so I just wanted to stop here and give you guys a look at what, again, is believed to be the Club 33. Regardless, this area is definitely coming along. It's come a long way, and I'm excited to see if any more information is released by Disney, or if maybe there's a special Club 33 entrance outside that we can maybe kind of get a glimpse of later on. But yeah, I just want to give you guys a quick look at this stop. For my next stop, we're about to do something I enjoy very much, which is eat. So for my next stop, I'm actually at Tortuga Tavern in Adventureland here at Magic Kingdom, and I wanted to give you guys a look at a snack that I am about to eat. And for those of you who watch this series, you probably know that I really enjoy eating and snacking whenever I'm within the parks. And so I kind of just wanted to continue with that and essentially show you this new offering here in Adventureland, and it's this cute little rum cake. Now, just to frame this, I'm not someone who really enjoys rum cake so much, and as I tried this cake, I have to admit to you guys that I kind of did find it on the drier side. I also have to say it's very small, and from this angle I'm showing you, it might appear a little larger, but I promise that it's not. This it's offered for $3.99 here in the park, and for that price, I don't think it's worth it. The serving size is just very small, and it's not. It very well could have been just the rum cake I actually sampled when I was here, but I don't know. It was just a little on the drier side. It wasn't very sweet. You definitely tasted the rum within the cake, but just overall, I think the fact that it wasn't super moist. They do put it with a glaze over it, obviously, as you can tell, and that does sweeten it a little bit, but I think the cake was just a little bit much it was too much on the drier side for me, and so for that reason, I can't say it's a go. But again, if you enjoy rum cake, definitely be sure to check it out. It's here at the Tortuga Tavern in Adventureland here at Magic Kingdom. But I just want to give you guys my take on it and to show you this new offering here at Magic Kingdom. For my next stop, I'm really excited. So I do have a fast pass, and we are gonna go on the Haunted Mansion here in Magic Kingdom.
Sounds echo through the hall whenever candlelights flicker, where the air is deathly still. That is the time when ghosts are present, practicing their terror with ghoulish delight. Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion. I am your host, your ghost host. Our tour begins here in this gallery. Mortal stay. Kindly step all the way in, please, and a photo. not pull down on the safety bar, please. I will lower it for you. And heed this warning. The spirits will materialize only if you remain quietly seated. They have all retired here to the haunted mansion. Actual final arrangements may be made at the end of
Send us a message from somewhere beyond. Goblins and ghoulies from last Halloween. Awaken the spirits with your tambourine.
You may now kiss the bride. We'll live happily ever after.
And just in time, there's a little matter I forgot to mention. Ghosts. They have selected you to fill our queue, and they'll haunt you until you return. Now I will raise the safety bar, and a ghost will follow you home.
So this is just a quick next stop, but I still wanted to stop to give you guys an update on this if you were following this news, as it was something that's kind of been happening over the past few weeks here in Magic Kingdom, and it was that the Rivers of America was drained as part of this extensive refurbishment for the Liberty Square riverboat track, and or even just the Liberty Square riverboat in itself. And as you can tell, the Liberty Square riverboat is not here just yet, and I'm assuming it's probably because this lake was just recently refilled. So I'm assuming they're just probably not ready for the boat to come back yet. But just a few weeks ago, this entire lake was completely drained down to the soil, and they are refurbishing and updating the track for this boat. And I say that I'm laughing as I say that because I don't know if everyone realized that there was a track that was in fact steering this boat every time it ran through this area. And for those of you who might have thought it was a captain, I'm sorry if I ruined that illusion for you. And I think even myself, I didn't realize there was a boat kind of steering this attraction. So it actually kind of surprised me when I saw the lake drained myself, and I saw the track, and I was like, oh, that's so bizarre. I had no idea. But just a fun fact for those who didn't know. But and unfortunately, as part of this series, I could not get out here to give you guys a look at it, of what, like, to actually give you guys specifically look at what this entire area looked like drained. And for those who have been following the story, I did want to give you guys an update that this area is in fact full of water again, and hopefully sometime soon the boat should also be back in this area as well. I would assume it would be sometime within the next few weeks, although there has not been any official reports by Disney what the timeline of this refurbishment is looking like. Now, if you look on the official Walt Disney World website, all it currently states is that the attraction is currently closed for refurbishment and to just keep checking back for updates. And I promise this will be something that I keep checking back for you guys, to keep you guys updated. I know some people really enjoy this boat ride, and it's funny because I've been coming to the parks for years, and I just have never experienced it for myself. And I honestly don't know why. I've never gotten around to experiencing it. None of my friends ride it, or anyone really for that matter that I'm personally super close with. Just I've met so many people though who say that they love it, and it always interests me because it makes me kind of even myself want to ride it. So, but yeah, so at this point it is not open. But who knows? Maybe when it starts running again, I'll have to give you guys. Maybe I'll take you guys on a ride, and you can experience it as well. Just similar to myself for some of you, maybe even the first time. I am now at my next stop, which I have to say has to be one of my favorite attractions in all of Walt Disney World, and it is, of course, Splash Mountain. Now, nothing crazy is really going on over here, and this honestly is just a quick little thing that I have to talk about because as of this week, this attraction is now offering cute little zip-a-dee-doo-dah Ziploc bags for guests to keep their valuables safe, whether they're electronics or even just small items that could accidentally be lost or misplaced while experiencing this attraction. And of course, I do not have the bag to show you guys because they only offer them in the queue in limited quantities, and as I'm not riding this ride today, I really don't have access to one. But I had to talk about it because they are so cute. And if you do happen to make your way over here, you yourself can get one. In the bag, or I'm sorry, on the bag, it features like custom artwork with different graphics that are just very reminiscent of this attraction overall. And for those who have probably experienced this attraction before, there's no lockers over here. So I'm assuming that's probably why they're doing this, just for people who do have water sensitive materials, of course, and they have nowhere to store them or put them. And if you're someone, again, who's experienced this ride, you know that if you are in at least the first 2 rows, you can become so wet after riding this ride, like truly drenched from head to toe. And so to me, yes, this Ziploc bag, it only makes sense, of course. And one thing I have to add about this whole situation is that this attraction is also not only offering to give you the bag, but they're also offering to recycle the bag after you get off the attraction, which I think is just like it's honestly like a nice message from Disney that they really care about the environment, and I think they understand the situation themselves, and they're just taking that extra step and doing, something that can benefit the environment. And I just think that's really cool. And so yeah, the next time you're over here, if you do have a phone that happens to be or to not be waterproof or another sensitive item that would be ruined by water, be sure to get one of these complimentary Ziploc bags. And again, they are distributed within the queue. For my next stop, I just wanted to give you guys just a small update of something that's happening here in Tomorrowland. So some of you might actually be able to tell, but I am at Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, or at least what you would normally perceive as this attraction, as now there's this big wall set up in front of it, right by this main entrance. And this wall actually first appeared a few weeks ago, and it seems that the exterior facade of this attraction is either being refurbished or redone in some way. Now, the actual experience is still, of course, open, and you can kind of see that as I kind of pan around, but this whole front, though, has been walled off, and there's definitely some work being done in this area. Now, as of now, no word has been put out by Disney as to what exactly is happening in this area, but I probably shouldn't say this, but if you hop on the People Mover, you can kind of see that it just seems that they're just completely tearing down this entire facade. Like, they're just completely taking it down. I don't know what it's being replaced with, or if it is even being replaced. I'm not sure just yet. But I just wanted to stop here, just give you guys a look at what's going on. I will continue to keep you guys up to date as I continue to come back into the park onto whatever is happening in this area. But I, of course, just wanted to fill you in to give you guys a look right now of the current status of this attraction and this construction. For my next stop, some of you have probably already guessed that I am no longer in Magic Kingdom, and I have now made my way over to Epcot, and I am here in Future World giving you guys a look at what used to be the Universe of Energy and is now currently becoming the new Guardians of the Galaxy ride here in Walt Disney World. Now, yes, it has been a few weeks since I've come back to this ride to give you guys an update, and honestly, it's just because not much has really been going on over here that has been super dramatic at all. And I think even the last time I was here, all they had done was remove some of the mirrored tiles off of the front facade of the building. And as you maybe are able to tell from this video, now the entire front wall has been completely demolished. And if you look within the opening, you can completely see that the entire interior is just gutted. And there's nothing inside of this ride but I think just metal beams and different just construction materials. Like, this ride is at the bare bones right now. And as of yet, I think really this has been the most dramatic change I've seen in this structure since it first closed last year. And so I had to show you guys, and you can maybe tell from this video, there's been a lot of buzz in this area. Even as I'm filming this, there's so many people just like staring in, which, I mean, granted, there's literally a massive hole in this building. So like, I think it's just naturally something that people would find interesting regardless of whether they knew what it was even for. But yeah, so, and for those who have not really been following along with me as I've updated you guys on this attraction, this was first announced last year at the D23 Expo 2017, and this was, where they first said the Universe of Energy would be closing and that this would be taking its place. And it's just some fun facts that were announced during this announcement was that, this would be the world's largest indoor roller coaster ever to be built, and that it wasn't really expected to be built till 2021. And besides these facts, there hasn't really been too much more information released about this coming attraction. But as you can see, they are definitely on their way to creating this new ride. And I think of all of the construction happening at Walt Disney World, and for those of you who are pass holders, there's a lot of construction happening right now. But I think I'm the most excited for this. I'm so curious about it. And as time continues, I will, of course, continue to update you guys on what's happening in this area. Now, and for those of you who might be thinking, I don't think they're supposed to flatten this building. My understanding from the rumors, and what people are saying is that this whole building is believed to be the queue of the new Guardians ride when it opens. But of course, stay tuned, and I will, of course, continue to visit this area as things progress to show you guys, the progression of what is to be, in my hopeful opinion, a really cool ride here at Walt Disney World. For my next stop, I am now at the Fast Pass viewing area for Epcot's Illuminations nighttime fireworks show, and I'm here, and I'm sure probably you already know why I'm here, because earlier this week, it was announced by Walt Disney World that Epcot's Illuminations fireworks show is going to be replaced by a new show next year, and I guess I have to start by just sharing my feelings. And I just have to say that it's wild to think that a show that ran for almost 20 years is going to be replaced. And I can see the nostalgia and the feelings of sadness that can come from this, because I myself have many memories with my friends and my family and people that I really care about while seeing this show. And so it is strange to think about. But of course, as time continues, things, they have to evolve and they have to change. And I also understand that as well. And so, Walt Disney World has said that Illuminations will be running at Epcot until the summer of 2019, and then following that, the all-new nighttime fireworks show, which has not yet been named, will premiere and, of course, take its place. And I know, I guess for those of you who don't know, Illuminations has been running at Epcot since October of 1999 when it first premiered during the Walt Disney World Millennium Celebration. And it's, this 3-part fireworks show that talks about the past, the present, and the future of Earth. And for those of you who are also maybe frequent visitors to the parks, you also probably know that the show receives different endings during different times of the years, like the times of the year, like the holidays and whatnot. And so yeah, I don't know. I'm really sad to give you guys this news that, for those of you who are planning your next vacation here, definitely consider watching this show because it very well may be the last time you ever get the opportunity. And but yeah, so again, as more information is released about this new show, I will of course share it with you. But as of yet, no new information has really been said other than it's just going to happen. So for my next stop, you can probably tell I am no longer at Epcot and I am now at Disney Springs. And I'm actually standing inside of the Coca-Cola store right now because it's kind of raining outside. So I just didn't want to get wet. But yeah, I'm right by Planet Hollywood and I'm giving you guys a look at Disney Springs' newest restaurant, Chicken Guy. Now, for those of you who don't know, this new restaurant is by Guy Fieri, the famous chef, and then the famous restaurant owner, Roger Earl. And these two men came together to make what they're calling a family-friendly menu with affordable options. And I will say, compared to a lot of other places here, this restaurant does offer some affordable options. Now, of course, if you purchase just the sandwich, it is the most affordable. But a lot of their entrees are just under $7, by themselves. And then, of course, when you pair them with, a drink and fries or another side, making it a meal, it does come to a little over $12 with taxes. But regardless, I will say that the food here is delicious, and so for that reason, I do think it's worth it. Sometimes there is a line outside around the building, and again, it is a newer restaurant. But today, I just walked in for lunch, and I sat right down with no problem. But yeah, it's definitely a cool place to check out. It's more based on breaded chicken entrees, kind of like Chick-fil-A. They do, of course, offer grilled chicken offerings as well. All of the sandwiches are a chicken patty, and then they have like chicken tenders and fries. They also have really good fried pickles as well if you are a fan of them. This restaurant does offer milkshakes as well. But yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about this new restaurant because I'm someone who likes to look for bargains and good deals in places that aren't super overly, expensive. And I understand though that this is a theme park and naturally that in itself, brings it to a higher price point with a lot of its restaurant and food options. And of course I understand that, but yeah, if you are definitely looking for just like a quick bite that is not horribly priced, definitely check out Chicken Guy. Again, it's located right next to Planet Hollywood in Disney Springs. So my last stop for today is one I actually made quite a while ago for the first time, and I think the last time I was here, this area was a lot more bare and nowhere near as developed as it is now. But if you haven't already guessed, this is the coming NBA experience here at Disney Springs. Now, this was first announced last year with its announcement not, really being super telling of what was coming in this area. It was announced that it was going to be this state-of-the-art space with interactive games and competitions, with immersive experiences, and then this facility would also contain a retail store, of course, like anything at Disney World, and then a restaurant as well. But besides that, there really hasn't been much I can tell you, as they're not really giving a lot of information about this experience. So, yeah, other than the fact that it's supposed to be opening in the summer of 2019, which is a year away, I'm sure there'll be more announcements till then. I will say, though, in regard to that time frame, it does still seem like there is a lot that needs to be done on this facility, construction-wise. Although, of course, I know a lot can happen in a year. So, I'm sure they've got this all down and, all of the scheduling and time management is, perfect and on point. But I guess I'm curious to see, what's going to happen over the next year. That's all. And I'm sure but Disney in itself generally is very capable of bringing together things not only quickly but well. So I don't know, but yeah. So I just wanted to give you guys an update and show you guys what this looks like. And I promise I did not forget about it. It's just not much has really been happening over in this area, and also no one's really talking about this experience. So overall, this entire facility has just really remained under wraps. And I think, in my honest opinion, I do think it's probably because it's probably still very much being developed, and that could also be part of the reason why more information has not been revealed about it. And again, it's literally a year away. That as well is also probably a very telling reason why not so much information has not been revealed as well. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at this location. Also, while I'm here, I just wanted to sign off as well for the day, and thank you so much for joining me on this week's Inside Walt Disney World. Like I said at the beginning of this video, if you are someone who's interested in Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Universal Studios Florida, and Hollywood, or even just theme parks in general, please be sure to subscribe to our channel and be sure to enable your notifications so you do not miss out on any of our future videos. And also, please be sure to comment below any thoughts you have of anything I've covered today, because like I said in prior videos, we love seeing your guys' thoughts and we love interacting with you as much as we can. What are your thoughts? Are you going to get a Zip-a-dee-doo-dah Ziploc bag at Splash Mountain? Are you excited for the coming Guardians of the Galaxy ride? Will you be going to the NBA Experience when it opens in the summer of 2019? And next week, please be sure to join us for our Inside Disneyland series on the West Coast with our reporter Mike Celestino. And yeah, so for Inside the Magic, I'm Sean Spizzato. See you guys next time.